Hello and welcome back to chapter 5, lecture number 24. So in the previous lecture we created these iron hatches, and let's hide the background image. I like to combine these objects with each other, but before we do that I like to do a quick review on it if all these objects are on the right place, because some were a little bit floating. So in this lecture we will place this hatch on the door, and we will do some texture fixing because we are reaching the end of the building, which is a good thing because we are spending a lot of time on it. So it's time for just the finishing touch. Alright, so we have this hatch, just Control J. It's now one object, and iron hatch. Perfect. Control A, rotation and scale. Very key. Make this smaller. Control A, rotation and scale. And drag this to the front. GY. Very nice, very nice. So I like to put this in position. Oh, control point. There you have it, GY. And duplicate it. And I want these two on the other side as well. So we press R, hold Control and rotate it. And these should be enabled as well. And GY. And GX. Looking nice to me. Alright, so I was talking about fixing some textures. First of all, when you look at these roofs, the wood should be a little bit dirty. So let's select them, these vertices, or faces. We are in the face mode. Sorry for this confusing. And I like to select the leaking, make these a little bit bigger. Control point, so we have it selected, go to the render view, and I like to rotate it. I'm holding Control, so we are snapping. And look at that, you can see the dirt getting there. It looks so much better. Just add dirt everywhere you can do it. If we talk about medieval objects, but also for modern buildings, adding dirt is just a magic way of making things look realistic. Alright, so I'm selecting the border, and we're going to add a little dirt at the bottom as well. You can do this selection, but in the end just clicking will be faster. So we have leaking selected. I like to scale it. The leaking should be there. You can select it. I go to leaking. There it is. As Y, rotate it, and now we should have the dirt right there. Should make this much bigger. Make it smaller so it's a little bit stretched. Now it's this dark area. Look at the difference. So it's very nice and clean. Well, it's not nice because, or it's not clean because we have plaster, but by adding this dirt, there is also some smudgy effect. And if you add this on the terrain and you have some grass, it's like blending better with the building. So very important. So we also have these holes right there. Let's remove this hole, and I like to select the window frame. Control L, Shift D, GZ. There it is. Make P selection. And spacebar, set origin to geometry. That's a lot of words and went pretty fast, but we make it a single object. So I like to make it smaller. Bit bigger. It's just so we have something there on the roof. Look at the nice reflections. Shift D, R, hold Control, and re-rotate it. Just make this smaller, and GX, and we have one over there as well. So I want to do something on the door. Let's add a leaking UV map, and we have to add this as well. Shift D, add color, mix RGB, and then we add the leaking effect. There it is. We're putting it in the color, and the alpha goes into the factor, and we need the UV map. Whoa, input UV map. There we go. You want to have the leaking, and put this into the factor of the leaking map. So looks a little bit weird. Of course, I want to make a project from view. So if we go to the UV editing, we just need to rotate it, and I like to scale it, and it looks a little bit, you say, unreal. Very unreal. But let's take a look. Let's rotate it a little. No, that's not the way you want it. You go to shading, and I want to have soft lighting. No, screen. So there is like it's a sort of a mossy color right there. I agree, it's not very visible. Maybe we can just add more of it, but it will definitely be there. Just a small effect. It's there. Maybe in the render mode. No. But it's no problem. You don't want very hard dirt on the door, just like this. So that makes it the end of the building tutorial. In the next lecture, we will do a quick review on the organization, because right now, there are a lot of double things, and like these things should all be linked to each other to just organize it a bit better. But overall, I'm really happy with the result, and I hope you have a nice building as well. So see you in the next lecture, where we will continue on the work. See you there. Bye bye.